Hello friends, so in this video we will learn about our remaining two data types, okay, which are Boolean and none type, okay. Along with these things, we will also see how we can do comments in our script, okay. So I've opened my editor here, okay, and first I will show you how to do a comment here, okay. So for doing a comment, we have to press shift and then type key 3, okay, so number 3. So on the upper side of number 3 there is a hash, so if I type hash, so this line has been commented, okay. So what does that mean, what comment does? So comment are the things that we use to tell the script that we don't want to run these lines, okay. So if we don't want to run the line number 1, then we will add a comment here, okay. One purpose of the comment is this thing. Second things, we add comments to understand about our code, that what we are doing in our code. So we add comments to for humans to understand what is happening in a script. So if you write a 500 lines script, so chances are you cannot understand that what our variables are doing, what our functions are doing, okay. So we add comments for a better understanding, okay, and for disabling the lines, okay. So here if I add a comment and if I write this is a lecture about primitive data types, okay. If I save it, go to my terminal, okay, I will do ls for seeing my scripts, okay. So this is a new script, okay. So I write python primitive data types 2, okay, and hit enter. Then you've seen nothing is happening, okay. But what if I write this line without comment, okay. So if I add new lines here and add this thing in line number 3, then you can see we have a error here. This is saying a statement must be separated by new lines or semicolons, okay. So there is nothing happening. We have just wrote unstructured line here, okay. So if I save it and if I run this, okay, so you can see invalid syntax, there is a syntax error, okay. So okay, so if you see here, then when we run the script, what it is doing, it is running line number 1, but line number 1 is a comment, so it is skipping it, okay. So if then it will goes to line number 2 and then line number 3. So line number 3 we have syntax error, so it is giving us that error, okay. So if I do add a hash here, okay, then it is also a comment. If I save it and run it again, then you can see nothing is here, okay. So we will add comments to understand what we are doing, okay. Okay, now we will talk about our Boolean field, okay. So if I add a comment here and defining defining Boolean variables, okay. So a equals to true, okay. So remember there are two Boolean variables, as you already know, Boolean means true or false, but you also have to understand its syntax. So it is capital T and small RUE. This is true, and for false we will use capital F and then small remaining letters, okay. So this is the symbol of true and false, okay. So now we have a variable a which is contains true and variable b which contains false. These are Boolean types, okay. So we will see in our next lectures why we are using Boolean fields and what is the use of Boolean fields. But now you have to understand how we can initialize it and how we can see it and print it, okay. If I print a, save it and run the script, then you can see it is true. Okay, and if I print b here, print b and save it, okay, and run the script again, then you can see it is typing false. Okay, so these are two things included in true or false, nothing fancy here. Okay, we will see its usage in our next lectures when we will build some apps. Okay, then we have our next data type, which is none type. Okay, so now what I will do, I will comment it. Okay, so for doing all of these lines comment, what I will do, I will press Ctrl and the slash key in my keyboard. So in VS Code it is a shortcut for commenting all of the selected lines. Okay, so there it is, Ctrl plus slash. Okay, and if you want to uncomment all of these lines, then you can simply select all of these lines and press Ctrl plus slash, then it will uncomment it. Okay, so but we have defined our boolean variables and understand what it is, so and we don't want to print it in our console when we are learning about the none type. Okay, so we will comment it, so now it will not execute anything about these commented blocks. Okay, and now we can work on our next lines. So now we will define none types or none variables hash types. Okay, so now here what I will do, I will again make a variable and assign none here. Okay, so this is simple, b equals none. Okay, and if I print b, okay, and save it, then you will see nothing here because b is none. None means nothing. So it is also very helpful in checking our database entries and other things, because when we select a row or select some rows, if there is no matching entries, it will return none. So we can do some if statement or loops to understand if there is nothing, then we can do return our statements according to it. Okay, so we will see how helpful none is in our next lecture, but for now we will print it. Okay, so if I run the script, okay, then you've seen none. Okay, so none means nothing. Okay, so that's it for now. Okay, and in the next lecture we will see about the type of things, like how can we know if a is a type of integer, b is a type of float, and we will see what are different how we can see different type of variables. Okay, so that's it for now, see you in the next video. Thank you.